Yo, 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 what's up? This your boy Dizzy D Spill here with my co-host in the building.
Jelani Evans.
And you are tuning in to The Notion. We got a smooth conversation for y'all, man. I know y'all been missing us and wondering where we been at, but we've been grinding, making sure we have good content for y'all. You feel me?
Nah, I've been chilling. I've been chilling.
And you got no reason to lie, man. Yeah, we do a little bit of chilling, man.
It definitely been work.
Oh, it's always work, bro.
Like I'm been trying to work in some vacation on my work trip.
Bruh.
Right? I'm gonna try to...
I want a work trip.
to get away from...
Yeah.
Yeah, because that disconnect is nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. And we're not talking about the disconnect episode either. Like disconnect just from a lot of responsibilities.
And from the regular program.
From the regular program. So
it's just something different, you know what I mean? You still gotta work, you still got business to handle, but even your setting is different. It's just a change of pace.
Yeah, absolutely,
from time to time.
So I figured I'd do something different, something new for our listeners, a little treat for our listeners. I decided to incorporate something called Boss Talk. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know what, us being experienced, sometimes it might be me and you. Sometimes it could be you and Poe. That'll never happen. Sometimes it could be just any one of our hosts and we just sit down and, you know, we'll do some boss talk. You know what I mean? And just give some advice, you know, probably give some pointers from experience, you know what I'm saying? Or even just some solid updates, man. So this ain't just your normal Notion episode. I felt like, you know, we could sit down and just really drop some gems or, you know, just share some experiences. It don't always have to be what you've been hearing. So I decided to start out with a little bit of boss talk with Jelani. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So, I mean,
I like that.
so what's up, bro?
Alley.
How you living, man? You know, I know it's funky. Weather's getting a little inconsistent. You know what I'm saying?
I don't trip out the weather.
Okay.
I don't trip out the weather for a couple of reasons.
Boss talk.
I'm always working, and I work. I'm in the house, honestly, because I'm very strategic. I plan, I design in the house. All my services from out of the house. You know what I'm saying? The website, everything. So it's like some days I don't leave.
Yeah. You get that real, man.
I take a shower and then I throw on lounge clothes and I'm door dashing and I'm working. I don't leave the house.
Yeah.
So I've been busy as hell.
Yeah.
And keep your receipts. You own a business, entrepreneur, you working, keep your receipts.
Yeah.
I'm handling bank statements and running the numbers and everything. Tax season is, right around the way.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I handle everything as far as my business goes outside of embroidery, digital design, and my photographer. So
yeah,
I'm running numbers right now. I did my own taxes last year, and I did them for myself and the business, which was a little tedious.
Man, itemizing? Ooh,
yeah. But the thing about it is, it's worth it. And, to have the understanding of things of that nature, that caliber, you know what I'm saying? In the future, I will be having somebody else do it, but I still like to run the numbers to have a better understanding of sales, expenses, you know what I'm saying? What I'm spending on supplies, where I can save.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I made a profit or I had an increase in sales, which I did, I appreciate all the support. So figure out how to remain consistent and build on that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I got some equipment, so it's that type of stuff that you have to deal with. Like I was thinking, it's crazy because they talk about being a boss and an entrepreneur, and they talk about being your own boss, and it's so much fun and the freedom, and they don't talk about the 16, 17-hour work days and being accountable for every dollar that's being spent and knowing where it's going, and making things shit is in order basically and up to par. Because I'm doing those numbers, but then there's the sales and tax.
You got sales,
which is something
and
else, and then there's the business tax operations account,
yeah,
and that's to my understanding, that's something that's more specific, like in our area, as far as like Sacramento, because in other places they have business licenses, but because of the way it's set up in certain areas and regions, business tax operation account pretty much is the same thing. So having those things, knowing the numbers, reporting them, paying the taxes, you know what I'm saying, staying current, keeping things relevant. So that's what's going on right now. It's not no fun,
bruh. Well, that's what people got to understand when you say, yo, I'm tired of working in the rat race and I'm tired of doing the regular 9 to 5. That means, of course, you don't have to worry about doing the 9 to 5 no more. You don't have to worry about that at all.
You wish you was only working 9 to 5. Like, you know, that no days off.
That's real. That really exists.
Like, the thing about it is, you know, of course, there's downtime. There's downtime.
Yeah.
But there's never a day that I'm not working unless I just decide I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah.
And I have to make a conscious decision. And even in the midst of doing that, I might slip up and pull out the notebooks and a little strategizing might happen a little.
Dog, you have to. You know, like, you have to, man.
You have to eat, sleep, breathe, and shit. Like, this is what it is when you run a business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why they say do something that you love, because that's the only way you're going to stay sane.
Yeah, it's funny because I talked to somebody and it's like, well, you know, how did you really, you know, find yourself? I said, well, I kind of fell into something I love to do.
Yeah.
And I made it profitable.
Yeah, well, you made it profitable, and you also found a problem and created a solution for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people, and no, that's not quoted from me. That's something that I heard, but it's the truth. And that's what you have to do. A lot of people just jump into the game. You know what I'm saying? And they say, you know, I want to do this. I think I'll be passionate about this. It's like, okay, well, what problem are you solving? Well, what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you look at everything that convinced you to be a client or a consumer, it probably had something to do with the fact that it's correcting an issue for you personally.
Of the time, it's a niche issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually just made a purchase that we'll talk about because I'm not promoting anybody. Sorry. Not sorry. But it solves a problem. It solves an issue, a niche issue. For me, something that most people wouldn't think about, wouldn't be concerned with, and wouldn't even cross their mind. It's a major issue for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed it. I needed a better way.
Yeah.
Found it.
Yeah.
I found it. Yeah. You'll appreciate it. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I should have brought it tomorrow. I'll pull up on you.
Oh, we'll definitely talk about it after this is off. But not sorry.
I also have something else to show you, because besides all of the numbers and everything else, I have been designing. I have got some pieces back from embroidery.
Birdman hands.
I'm excited, bro. Like, I got a couple of shipments coming. Like, yeah, it's a lot of drop surfing that happened. A lot of turning going. But to touch on what you were saying, you like the long hours and working. I was telling somebody, like, in March, it makes 7 years.
Yeah.
That I've been in business. I've been an entrepreneur, like, you know, really pushing it consistent on the same.
Awesome.
And they were like, what do you mean you just celebrated 1 year anniversary? Dude, I said, yeah, that was for the website, but you have to understand, it was almost like coming of age. I had to start somewhere, and I had to build up to everything. And then from that, I transitioned and I grew, and I, you know, built on, and I evolved, and I made more out of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, established and other, you know, achievements are two different things. You know, I established at this time, but I got to this point at this time. And so that's why things are celebrated.
So, you know, everybody wasn't understanding that. Well, I just there we go. I pulled it out. My bad. But yeah, so at this, man, it takes time.
Yes, it does.
It's a process. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about doing my taxes. I made a profit, but this is only the second year I've made a profit.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand when you start a business. They tell you that, you know, your first 2 to 3 years can be, and most likely will be, a loss.
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
Well, I said most. Now there's some businesses where just things go different. Planning is different. Market is different.
Well,
clients are different, but it's just something to kind of prepare people for at times, because people automatically think, man, this is just gonna blow up. It's gonna spread like wildfire because they want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's for everybody though when I say that, because it's like, if you do it looking to blow up and for something to happen and for it to, like, then you're setting yourself up for failure, basically. You have to love it. You have to know that there's going to be long nights. You have to know that you're going to be investing in you. It's not that you're just spending all this money and if you don't see it right back, it's a loss. It's an investment. And when you see it as an investment, you know that investments you don't always get a ROI. Not right away.
Or it may not be the ROI you want.
Return on investment if y'all not.
Yeah.
So there's that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, if you invest all this money looking to make more money, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It never happens like that.
It almost all the time, because you're so driven on making the profit than the actual business, the quality, all the things that you're gonna.
In the wrong place.
Yeah, it's in the wrong place.
The energy is in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying?
Intentions too.
Boom. All of that. I don't know if I sent it to you, but I seen something on social media and it was talking about all of these businesses, and it's naming all of these places, all of these businesses, and it's all saying last name, last name, last name, last name, such and such, a last name. It's like, all of these are last name. You're not buying a product. You're buying a family. You're buying a name. And you'll go to one family to borrow from them, to go to another family to buy from them. To, when you start talking that like that, and it's like, what if your success is tied to your last name, and you're so focused and busy on working for your first name and a profit instead of working for your last name and a legacy?
That's a lot of people.
And so when you change the focus, so I don't think I sent that to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Nah, I didn't get that, but that's definitely a message,
right?
That's definitely a message.
And it's just like, it's crazy, because it's like, you know how like we'll talk sometimes, and like when I brag, I'll say something like, I got 2 pieces of literature in the Library of Congress. Like, that's the type of flex that I'll, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that holds weight. That's here to stay.
It's solidified.
Once I'm gone, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's tied to who? Jelani Evans. You feel me? Like, I say it all the time, legacy and empire. You don't have to know who I am. That's irrelevant, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done and you look back, I'm gonna be in the record books, I'm gonna be in the history books. You'll be able to recall me. You'll be able to pull up stuff from me. And I have kids and lineage and everything else. It's all being built for them. They'll carry it on. They'll continue to build it up. You see what I'm saying? Like,
legacy.
That's what matters.
Yeah, I explain to the wife all the time. I say, we got to grind hard, and we got to establish certain things. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's gonna be a very slim chance that we see the fruits of our labor, but that's not why we're doing it. We're doing it, we're doing it so it's easier for our kids, and it's even more clear for our grandchildren. So that's how you got to, people got to think about, the future. There's a lot of it's almost like if you look at all the civil rights activists, they're not seeing a lot of the things that we're able to do. Yeah, we still go through shit, but the ability to do things, they understood whatever they stood for back then was like, we're not going to probably see all of that, but we're going to lay the brick down for the foundation for those that'll be able to see it and be able to do something with it.
Facts. I'm glad you said that, because there's something I wanted to say, and you kind of like helped segue right into that, because recently we lost a great man.
Oh yeah.
I want to pay respects to the late great Hank Aaron, and the reason it's so important is because that is a man who paved the way for, I want to say all of us in some shape, form, or